In true radio presenter speak, I'm going to lean into the microphone and go, good morning. It is morning. It's 7:49 here. And look, I've just been checking out young Nathan Litten graduates today from the US Coast Guard. Congratulations, Nate, if you're watching this. Graduated as the honor graduate of the Yankee-198 platoon, I guess you're called. Depot? I don't even know how you call it in America, but either way, one very proud dad. And I'm just checking in. Their graduation is 11 a.m. Eastern Coast time. It's now 10 to 11 on the East Coast. And the training center Cape May website just popped up this message just before I clicked record saying that the training center graduation video is live. So I decided I'm going to watch it and just record it, and then I'll stick this on. Ooh, there's a muscly young man with some weird tribal tattoos. Oh, okay. Oh, better not type on that keyboard because that's for the work laptop. I have just too many PCs floating around. I've got to type onto this keyboard here. I'm just going to waffle until this video comes on. Unfortunately, Nate has deleted his Facebook account, so I can't post about him on here. It's a bit annoying. Yeah, I was doing all this checkup yesterday to make sure I could be here on time and record this. Here's the Training Center Cape May link. Tells you all about this stuff. This is what goes on with graduation, and they have a link saying go to the Facebook page, which is what we're watching. And they have somewhere on here, let me have a look at this here. Did I put it on downloads? Yes. Here's the graduation form. Training Center Cape May, recruit graduation ceremony. It has all the guff. Here's the bit that's important to me anyway. There's everyone's names, all of the recruits. You see right here. What does SN stand for? I don't know. I don't know what SN stands for. Seaman new recruit rate SASN. I'm going to look it up in a second. Anyway, there's Nathan. Look, he is the honor graduate, which is fantastic. Obviously makes me very proud. Excuse me. Don't really know what it means though. And unfortunately, because of the whole Corona thing, apart from having a few letters from him and me writing a few letters back and one brief phone call, we haven't really had a good long conversation. And unfortunately, they graduate today. My understanding is that he then flies straight out to Seattle to board his ship he's been assigned to. He requested to go to the Antarctic. Crazy. First of all, I thought, you must be a lunatic wanting to go to the Antarctic. Why would you want to go there when you can go to Hawaii or some beautiful location? And then once I thought about it, he's like, yeah, I'm working on an icebreaker in the Antarctic. What an adventure of a lifetime. I've done many things in my life. I've been to lots of hot, warm, sunny places. Never been to the Antarctic. So good on him. Super proud. Great choice. Starting his own life adventure. It's terrific. But anyway, as part of this honor graduate that he gets this particular medal. The Coast Guard Basic Training Honor Graduate Ribbon comes with a unique service ribbon, which is worn on the recipient's uniform in situations where the full medal is not worn. If you've earned this decoration, you can wear the service ribbon on your ribbon rack. So only people that are honor graduates get to wear this medal, which is fantastic. So hopefully they'll pull him up on this live stream and show it to him. I'm going to leave a little comment on here. Proud dad here, looking forward to seeing honor graduate Nathan Litten. Let's give him a little thumbs up. How do I do a thumbs up emoji? Ba-ba-da-ba. one of these, if I can see it. There you go. Have some of that. I'm spelling honor the American way. Oh, so stupid. I've actually got a little bit of a tear in my eye just reading all of these comments from the other mums, dads and grandparents. I'm going to put a comment on my Facebook page with a link to the live stream just in case anybody else in the family wants to go and watch. This is the new Facebook. I don't like it. Now I'm typing on my page, so I can type it in English. Proudly watching the Coast Guard graduation ceremony, waiting to see my little boy Nathan Litten, honor graduate for Yankee-198 company. Is it a company? What do they call it? I don't even know. What do they call it? They just call it Y198. It is Yankee-198. Good. At least I'm not being too stupidly wrong when I'm typing that. Well, recruit company. Yeah, that'll work. It's live, baby. So I'm wondering if Nana can watch this, maybe.
Here with a company of, give or take, 60 to 100. It's a lot of lives that you can change and make an impact on with that matters.
Go Coast Guard. Until you watch this and you see all the stats of what... That's the Polar Star, that's where Nathan's going. When you see all the stats on here, you don't realise just how much work the Coast Guard's doing. Pretty amazing. Hello, lady. Ah, that must be Cape May.
I'm definitely honored to be nominated as CCOQ. Out of the 50 or so company commanders that are on the regiment, any one of them could have been nominated and received the CCOQ. I work with a lot of amazing men and women, and at any given moment we're all performing well above and beyond our pay grade. I wanted to be a company commander since I was in boot camp. For me, I've always been transfixed with the drill, the ceremony, everything that the military entails, and seeing my own company commanders and their professionalism and their military sharpness, it drew me to it, and it's just something that I've always had in the back of my head. I would definitely like to thank the team I ran with during the COVID and Mike-198. I'd like to thank Chief Smith, who is one of my assistants and is also my supervisor. I'd like to thank Petty Officer Hernandez and Petty Officer Failing. Without them, I would definitely have floundered under the pressure of all of the changes coming with COVID, and really all the company commanders on the regiment. Everyone is super helpful, and everyone's always more than willing to help you out, point you in the right direction, or even help you carry the lion's share of the work.
I really hope this is recording the sound from the video. It's going to suck if it's not.
I'm ready if you are. Looks like everyone else is ready.
Let's rock this.
Welcome to Coast Guard Training Center Cape May. My name is Lieutenant Navetta, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies for today's recruit graduation. Training Center Cape May was originally named Coast Guard Receiving Center Cape May when it opened on May 31st, 1948. In 1982, Training Center Cape May became the service's only recruit training center. Nestled between the Atlantic Ocean and Cape May Harbor, Training Center Cape May once belonged to the U.S. Marines and Navy and was an instrumental training area for troops during World War I and World War II. In the late 1960s, 3 500-person recruit barracks were constructed and named after Coast Guard heroes. Signalman First Class Douglas Monroe, the Coast Guard's only Medal of Honor recipient, Captain Joshua James of the U.S. Life Saving Service and one of the most celebrated lifesavers in the world, and Captain Michael Healy of the U.S. Revenue Cutter Service, a legend along Alaska's 20,000-mile coastline. In 1974, the first group of women enlisted and reported to Cape May, and mixed-gender recruit training began. In the 90s, the training center's first recruit processing building was built and dedicated to Petty Officer First Class Charles W. Sexton, a shipmate who sacrificed his life while attempting to save the lives of 4 people aboard a sinking fishing vessel. Today, the training center staff graduates approximately 3,800 new Coast Guardsmen each year and is committed to developing America's newest enlisted men and women in a manner that secures the trust and confidence of our service and families who trust us with the care of their loved ones. Our men and women also provide the highest level of support to our 14 tenant commands that include operational and support units. We are guided by the principles of readiness, relevance, and responsiveness. Each Coast Guardsman understands the importance of our organization and has recited our Coast Guard ethos on a daily basis. The Coast Guard ethos was derived from the Coast Guard's capstone doctrine, Pub 1, and commits our newest members to the Coast Guard's character, culture, and core values of honor, respect,
Tiggs is
and
telling me
devotion
she's
to
watching
duty.
this from Charleston.
The Coast Guard ethos provides the framework
Time
to
for
develop a
selfie.
morally, mentally, and physically fit, more capable apprentice ready to meet the mission execution requirements of an ever-changing Coast Guard. Thank you for joining us today, and welcome to the graduation ceremony for Recruit Company Yankee-198. The drill team and color guard consist of recruits selected by the ceremonial drill master who perform at a high level and can learn the complicated movements in addition to basic training. The drill team carries demilitarized 1903 rifles and executes all movements without verbal command, so please hold your applause until the end of the routine. The drill team and color guard are trained and supervised by Petty Officer Wilderman.
Sending a message to Finley so that you can watch. now sharing it to Gabe and Stefan. Some of his friends before he went military. Weather looks great over there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the recruit ceremonial drill team.
Well done, fellas.
Band, sound off.
I wonder if I can make this full screen. Oh, that's better. No. Stream's frozen? Oh, that's not good. Internet's been so glitchy this week. I think there's a massive flood of all of the young students going back to school. There's me frantically watching those blokes marching on in the background. Is that my boy? Are they my boy? I think every mum and dad's doing it. Getting my hanky ready because I know I'm going to cry like a big wuss.
The lead company commander for Yankee-198 is Chief Frazier. His assistant company commanders are Petty Officer Cobb, and Petty Officer Krozik. Please stand for the national anthem. Uniformed personnel should render the military salute. Members and veterans of the armed forces not in uniform may also render the military salute. All others present should face the flag at attention, remove your hat, and place your right hand over your heart. We welcome you to remain standing for the invocation.
It's a lovely gesture. All these people that are against patriotism and nationalism are idiots. It's part of a tribe. It's a national tribe we're a part of. Very proud of these young men. It's all men in this battalion. Nate was saying in our phone call that Yankee-198 is the first time that they've had an all-male platoon. Normally they have a mixture of men and women.
The invocation will be delivered by Chaplain Garris.
Let us pray. Eternal Father, it is with great joy we come before you this day to celebrate the accomplishments of Yankee-198. Just weeks ago they arrived here as everyday citizens, and now, after weeks of dedicated care provided by their company commanders, they now come before you seeking your blessing as they enter the fleet, to guard and to save those in peril. Almighty God, this is no small accomplishment. A transformation has taken place that cannot be undone.
Pastor, Reverend,
Forged in the
whatever he is,
fires of their
priesty,
own sweat
religion
and pain,
bloke,
we
hasn't got all of
present
the
newest members
medal
of the United States
doofers
Coast
on his
Guard,
shirt. Does that
who
mean
are
they don't
ready
have
and
to go
willing
through training?
to excel in the missions
They
ahead,
just have to go and
to
learn
do
to do
so
the
with
God
honor,
speech.
respect, and devotion to duty.
I wonder which of the gods
Lord,
he
thank
follows.
you for being Semper Paratus for us.
I know it's
You are
comforting
always
for the
ready
religious crowd
to hear our
amongst them, but
prayers and meet us
kind of an
where we are.
outdated concept, I think.
As each one goes to their own duty station, may they go with an awareness of your presence, knowing that you have a plan and a purpose for where you are sending them. Be with Yankee-198 through surf or storm or howling gale, and may they have fair winds and following seas. In your most holy name we pray. Amen.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you Commander Ray, Executive Officer of Training Center Cape May, who will advance the graduates, offer his remarks, and introduce the guest speaker.
I like how all these guys do brief, to-the-point speeches. It's nice.
Uniformed personnel, attention to advancement.
Commander Ray, the recruits of Yankee-198 have completed basic training and are ready to be advanced.
Very well, Chief Frazier. Job well done. Members of Yankee Company, your basic training is now complete. It is my pleasure to officially advance you from Seaman Recruit to Seaman, Seaman Apprentice, Fireman, or Fireman Apprentice. Congratulations on your first advancement in the United States Coast Guard. Please be seated. So good morning, distinguished guests, parents, family members, and friends of Yankee-198 who are watching on Facebook Live. We miss you and wish you could be here today, but welcome to Coast Guard Training Center Cape May, the birthplace of the enlisted corps. We are excited that we could be outdoors today for graduation, as the weather over the past many weeks has not allowed us to be outside. So we are very happy you could join us today virtually to celebrate with our graduates and families watching from across America. The graduates of Yankee-198 were warned when they arrived that we would insist they meet every standard of our program in order to graduate. They are high standards because of that high purpose of service before self. We are here to proclaim that the graduates who stand on this parade field today did more than merely meet our standards. They exceeded our standards, earning pennants for high scores in final exam, marksmanship, physical fitness, lead company commander, and section commander. The Yankee flag is an international maritime signal flag, which means, when flown from a ship, I am dragging anchor. After spending several hours with Yankee-198 this week, I would describe portions of their struggles in boot camp as dragging anchor. Moving slow, not quite stopped, but not yet running on all cylinders as a team. This impressive group of women and men worked their way through the hard parts of boot camp. They supported each other.
There are women.
They are now compassionate, hardy, and well-trained Coast Guard women and men. I know this because of what they shared with me. Some personal stories that makes me so very proud seeing Yankee-198 graduate today. The ship captains for Yankee-198 are Chief Petty Officer Frazier, the lead company commander, and assistant company commanders Petty Officer Cobb and Petty Officer Krozik. Together, they safely navigated Yankee-198 from the open ocean, the unknown, through the rigorous and sometimes dangerous waters we call Coast Guard boot camp. Today, the company commanders of Yankee-198 return to you 80 smartly disciplined, physically fit, and basically trained women and men. Today, they are moored safely. Soon they will cross the brow and begin their next chapter as U.S. Coast Guard women and men. Yankee-198 challenged themselves each and every day, pushing beyond what they thought they could possibly accomplish as individuals and as a team. We don't know for certain what challenges an individual recruit will rise to, nor the demands our nation will place on this next generation of Coast Guard men and women. But we do know exactly who the nation will call upon in times of distress. The Coast Guardsmen we train here each and every day, and that knowledge inspires a sacred responsibility to ensure they are, in all ways, ready to answer that call. For that reason, I am humbled to lead this impressive team of military, civilian, and auxiliary members in training the next generation of women and men to serve with the professionalism and character that makes the Coast Guard a very distinctive service. I am confident that Yankee-198 has the ability to withstand the rigors of our service because I trust the judgment of their lead company commander, Chief Petty Officer Frazier, and his assistant company commanders, Petty Officer Cobb and Petty Officer Krozik, in the fantastic job they have done to prepare these graduates. I am also confident in the professionalism of their lead instructor, Mr. Matt Smith, their lead gym instructor, Petty Officer Foguth, their lead yeoman, Petty Officer Kershaw, and the seamanship team led by Bosun Haney. Please join me in a round of applause for the entire staff here at Training Center Cape May.
Thank you, fellas. Thank you very much.
Graduates, today you become the newest members of the nation's oldest seagoing service. As you set sail with your sea bag packed, I would like to remind you that there are two names on your uniform. The first name is the name you arrived with, your family name. It's the name that you've already made proud. The second name you earned right here as you were born into our Coast Guard like the generations of shipmates before you. As you go forth and forge your own careers of service to this great nation, remember to honor both family names and to make us proud. Let our core values be the principles that guide your decisions each and every day. Honor, a promise you make to yourself. Respect, a promise you make to your shipmates. And devotion to duty, a promise you make to this great nation. Cape May is your new hometown, and we welcome you to the family. Shipmates, it's been our pleasure and honor to train you and now to celebrate you as full-fledged members of our service. Bless you, bless our Coast Guard, thank you, and Semper Paratus. It's now my pleasure to introduce the mentor team for Yankee-198. We have continued the mentor program here in Cape May as it relates to graduates on graduation day. Our team comes from MSST, Maritime Safety and Security Team, New York. That team consisted of Lieutenant Commander Johnson, Lieutenant Zumbrana, and Senior Chief Petty Officer Brandt. We have two of the team members here today. Senior Chief could not be here, so Senior Chief, if you're watching, we wish you were here and could be here supporting us today. The guest speaker today will be Lieutenant Commander Johnson. He is the commanding officer of the Maritime and Security Team there in New York, where he does serve as the commanding officer. He earned his commission from Officer Candidate School in 2006. He holds a master's degree in educational technology from San Diego State University. His operational staff assignments have included commanding officer of Coast Guard Station Atlantic City, New Jersey, Sector Hampton Roads, Virginia, Tactical Law Enforcement Team South, Opelika, Florida, Coast Guard Atlantic Area, Portsmouth, Virginia, and Maritime Law Enforcement Academy, Charleston, South Carolina. Please join me in a warm Cape May welcome to Lieutenant Commander Johnson.
Thank you, Commander Ray, for inviting us to be a small part of Yankee-198. I'm Lieutenant Commander Noel Johnson, the commanding officer of Maritime Safety and Security Team New York, and we had the privilege of mentoring this recruit class. Thank you to the family, friends, and loved ones of the recruits who are joining us virtually. We all wish you could be here with us. I'm going to start off with a question to the graduating class. Who here enjoyed every single minute of your last 8 weeks? Go ahead and raise your hands. For those watching virtually, I can't tell if you can see, but you can imagine 80 recruits with their hands raised. In fact, we're having to imagine that here because there isn't a single hand. But that's okay. It's understandable since you guys as 198 were challenged physically, mentally, and emotionally. But all of your training was carefully coordinated with one goal, making you the best coasties you can be. You're going out to the fleet to serve on cutters, at stations. A couple of you will be at support units, such as bases, and some of you are even going directly to A school to earn your rating. Almost immediately, you'll be counted on by your crew to conduct duties that will keep the unit running safely. In my opinion, the Coast Guard entrusts the most junior-ranking members with more responsibility and leadership opportunities than any other service. You may be tasked with conducting maintenance on rescue and survival gear that members count on to keep them safe during search and rescue missions. Complete engineer work that allows our assets to perform at optimum levels while chasing down drug runners, or even earn boarding team member qualifications, allowing you to conduct law enforcement operations. I will tell you that whenever we launch an aircraft or get a small boat or cutter underway, there's an inherent risk in that operation. Despite these risks, we launch because our country is depending on us to keep them safe. During one of our mentoring sessions, you told us a story about how you guys were not able to accomplish a task. Your squad leader told Chief Frazier that you tried your best. The response from Chief was the Cleveland Browns tried their best and still finished with a 4-12 record. We need to do better than trying our best. We need to succeed and remain safe while completing the toughest missions. That is why Chief Frazier, OS-1 Cobb, and BM-1 Kryzik were here late at night, working through the weekends, and pushed you way past what many of you thought were your limits. But this is just the beginning. Now that you have the basics, it is imperative that you continue to grow personally and professionally through qualifications and experiences at your unit. I'd like to take a second now to apologize to all the Browns fans out there. Maybe this will be your year. I know many of your times here were trying,
Obviously
but they weren't all
sport
bad.
ball fan. I've got no idea what he's
early
talking
on,
about.
while you're still
NFL,
quarantined and separated
hockey,
into smaller groups
bouncy
to
ball in a net
minimize
thing,
the
one of those.
potential risk of coronavirus spreading, you dragged a couple of desks into the middle of the room and organized an ad hoc WWE arm wrestling tournament complete with strobe lights and an announcer. It sounded like a lot of fun until a company commander decided to come into the room, sending you scurrying to your beds like nothing had happened. Unfortunately, the desk left in the middle of the room gave away what you were up to. On another evening, were getting PT'd by holding mattresses over your head for one of the countless discrepancies that the CCs managed to find. In the barracks across the way, you could barely hear the junior class to you, Zulu 198, also getting worked out, but they were not very loud. You were challenged by your CCs to be louder and better, which you enthusiastically accepted, carrying the mattresses outside and somehow being excited to get PT'd. I'm sure this was one of the many times your CCs saw that you were coming together as a team and were earning the right to call yourselves Coast Guardsmen. These stories, along with a few that I'm sure you didn't want to share with us, are what you'll remember about your experience here and will no doubt be telling long into the future. I'm going to leave you with one reminder, something we spoke a little about during our time together. Some of you may see action soon after graduation, but you may not be the one that directly saves a drowning person or a boarding team that seizes tons of cocaine and apprehends smugglers. But you are part of the team that made it happen. If we don't have members turning wrenches to keep our boats running, or culinary specialists preparing meals for us, or support personnel ensuring our pay and benefits are in order, we could not be operating at our best. Always remember, you are the most important asset the Coast Guard has, and the job couldn't be done without you. It was an honor for MSST New York to mentor your class, and we hope to keep in touch with you in the future. I'm proud of all of you and look forward to serving with you in the field. Semper Paratus.
Ladies and gentlemen, the battalion is now preparing to pass in review. This is a military tradition that demonstrates honor for the official party at the reviewing stand. On command, each company will pass, perform an eyes right, and salute. The music will begin by playing the Coast Guard's service song, Semper Paratus, which means always ready. We invite all Coast Guard personnel to stand and sing along with the recruits of Yankee-198 in honor of their service.
Those are not beautiful singing voices. So if you watch that crowd of young recruits, if one of them trips and falls over, that'll be Nathan. Battalion staff consists of Master Chief Lawrence from Chesapeake, Virginia, and Chief Miguel Arresto from San Juan, Puerto Rico. The regimental guidon is being carried by Seaman Recruit Bodor. The band is led by Chief Edward Burke from Groton, Connecticut. The drill team is led by Petty Officer Christopher Wilderman from Columbus, Indiana. Charlie Company is in their 4th week of training. Their lead company commander is Petty Officer Jeremy Lake from Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. His assistant company commanders are Senior Chief Smith, Petty Officer Gowen, and Petty Officer Roberts. Please rise for the passing of colors.
Salute! Right!
Bravo Company is in their 5th week of training. Their lead company commander is Petty Officer Thomas Coons from Sanford, North Carolina. His assistant company commanders are Petty Officer Sowers, Petty Officer Patchell, and Petty Officer Walkenhood.
So the Yankee 198 flag is like a yellow and red stripy thing. That's what I'm looking for. Not that I'm proud of all of these young men.
Alpha Company is in their 6th week of training. Their lead company commander is Petty Officer Nicholas Grant from Brunswick, Ohio. His assistant company commanders are Chief Perez and Petty Officer Alf. Zulu Company is in their 7th week of training. Their lead company commander is Petty Officer Duran. His assistant company commanders are Senior Chief Scott, Petty Officer Warren, and Petty Officer Spence.
And here they come. I wonder if they will throw their hats in the air when they graduate. What must they be feeling? One of those is my boy.
Yankee Company is the graduating company. Their lead company commander is Chief Kevin Frazier from Dothan, Alabama. His assistant company commanders are Petty Officer Cobb and Petty Officer Krosick.
Is that Nate? I think he was 3rd from back. That's the Yankee 198 flag, top left there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Resto, the section commander for Yankee 198, will now read the names of the graduates and where they will be assigned.
Seaman Michael Walsh, Coast Guard Quarter Dauntless, Pensacola, Florida. Seaman Brendan Olsen, Coast Guard Quarter Douglas Monroe, Kodiak, Alaska.
This dude sounds like he's losing his voice.
Seaman Apprentice Brandon Sidlick, Culinary Specialist A School, Petaluma, California.
I'm recording all of this so I can stick it on
Fireman
YouTube.
Apprentice Giovanni
So you are
Ramos,
on video
Coast Guard
right
Quarter
now.
Leguer, Portsmouth, Virginia. Seaman Dean Halpin, Operations Specialist A School, Petaluma, California. Seaman Apprentice William Vincent, Coast Guard Station, New York, Staten Island, New York. Seaman Darian Risby, Coast Guard Quarter Alex Haley, Kodiak,
Trying to
Alaska.
watch the way they all walk to see if any of them's mates. It's got a very distinctive way of walking.
Fireman Apprentice Landon Milum, Coast Guard Quarter Kimball, Honolulu, Hawaii.
You think that's him?
Seaman Apprentice Julian Barrett,
No.
Operations Specialist A School, Petaluma, California.
It did walk like him though.
Fireman Austin Therian, National Motor Lifeboat School, Ilwaco, Washington.
No, that was literally the first or second one on when you came in.
Seaman Apprentice Noah Baltimore, Coast Guard Quarter Harriet Lane, Portsmouth, Virginia. Seaman Benjamin Frate, Coast Guard Quarter Kukui, Sitka, Alaska.
I think he's the penultimate, second to last.
Yeah.
Seaman Cole Whitehead, Coast Guard Quarter Dependable, Virginia Beach, Virginia.
They all marched past. The only one that I thought looked like him, there was like a big massive platoon.
Seaman Daniel Galvez, Coast Guard Quarter Osage,
there's
Sewickley,
50 of them.
Pennsylvania.
And it was the third row from back was one guy that sort of walked like... I
Seaman
saw
Joseph
stay
Brett,
till
Look,
nine.
Coast
it's
Guard
all
Quarter
these here, look.
Phillies, Key West, Florida.
I'm recording this so you can watch it on... I'll stick it on YouTube so you can watch it.
Seaman Ryan Smith, Coast Guard Station
Yes.
Ponce de Leon Inlet, New Smyrna Beach, Florida.
What time is it?
Seaman Apprentice Addis Bed Flag, Operation Specialist A School, Petaluma, California.
You can go through.
Seaman Lashandra Patterson, Ace to Navigation Dulac, Louisiana. Seaman Apprentice Ethan Guerrero, Coast Guard Quarter 3rd, Cordova, Alaska. Seaman Taylor Sims, Operation Specialist A School, Petaluma, California. Fireman Jacob Cassidy, Ace to Navigation Team Burlington, Vermont. Seaman Apprentice Ore Tucker, Station Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Seaman Apprentice Jorge Sanchez, Station Sandy Hook, New Jersey. Seaman Ryan Simsey, Coast Guard Corps Adventurers, St. Petersburg, Florida. Seaman Apprentice Federico La Rosa, Coast Guard Corps Barbara Mavriti, Mobile, Alabama. Seaman Shomari Daniel, Station Lake Charles, Louisiana. Seaman Apprentice Connor Smith, Coast Guard Quarter Vigorous, Virginia Beach, Virginia. Seaman Brandon Ramirez, Coast Guard Quarter Resolute, St. Petersburg, Florida. Seaman Apprentice Leon Weatherford, Coast Guard Honor Guard, Alexandria, Virginia.
Imagine how messed up it would be if just one person was in the wrong place.
Seaman Corbin Hammack, Coast Guard Quarter Tampa, Portsmouth, Virginia.
Oh yeah, you'd like, you need to like, oh hey, actually...
Seaman Tyler McDonald, Coast Guard Quarter Reliance, Pensacola, Florida. Seaman Michelle Tunes, Port Security Unit 308, Keene, Mississippi.
I'm going by height and posture. It's gonna go
Yeah, none of them.
Seaman Brandon O'Brien, Station Siuslaw Rivers, Florence, Oregon.
a little too short.
Fireman Nicholas Simon, Coast Guard Quarter Harriet Lane, Portsmouth, Virginia. Seaman Apprentice Calais Mobley, Station Rio Vista, California. Seaman Reynaldo Leon Pavon, Operation Specialist ESCO, Petaluma, California. Fireman Apprentice Jeffrey Summerlin, Coast Guard Quarter Alex Haley, Kodiak, Alaska. Seaman Apprentice Carter Wilkins, Coast Guard Quarter Decisive, Pensacola, Florida. Seaman Apprentice Jacob Pierce, Station Ketchikan, Alaska. Seaman Marvin Jones, Coast Guard Honor Guard, Alexandria, Virginia. Seaman Jordan Craig, Coast Guard Quarter Harriet Lane, Portsmouth, Virginia. Seaman Apprentice Gavin Bradley, Coast Guard Quarter Shrike, Sandy Hook, New York.
You know, it's actually quite hard to stand up for a rest for a very long time.
Seaman Oliver Britton, Coast Guard Quarter Osprey, Port Townsend, Washington.
Longest I've done was for 2 hours.
Seaman Apprentice Blake Montaigne, Coast Guard Quarter Forward, Portsmouth, Virginia.
Looks like he's about to fall
Fireman
over.
Apprentice Brendan Berry, Coast Guard Quarter Mohawk, Key West, Florida.
He's a bit back on his heels.
Seaman Jasmine Breivik, Station Key West, Florida. Seaman Dylan Larrett, Coast Guard Quarter Mohawk, Key West, Florida.
Key West, that'd be a cool placing.
Seaman Matthew Nardone, base Los Angeles, Long Beach, San Pedro, California.
Long Beach would be a cool location as well in LA.
Hawaii and Arvada. Those are the
Seaman Samuel Wertheimer, Coast Guard Quarter Henry Blake, Everett, Washington. Seaman Apprentice Andrew Pineda Whitner, Culinary Specialist ESCO, Petaluma, California.
It might be him, I don't know.
Fireman Apprentice Wyatt Lewis, Coast Guard Quarter Notion, Homer, Alaska.
Alaska. No.
Seaman Apprentice Dean Muzio, Coast Guard Quarter Abbey Burgess, Rockland, Maine.
That one dude.
Seaman Curtis Alif, Station Ponce de Leon, New Smyrna Beach, Florida.
It's not him there.
Fireman Phyllis Cronell Goldfarb, Coast Guard Quarter Oak, Newport, Rhode Island. Seaman Eric Toussaint, Coast Guard Quarter Hickory, Homer, Alaska. Seaman Apprentice Colin Haggerty, Coast Guard Quarter Hamilton, North Charleston, South Carolina. Seaman Apprentice Alex Cale, Station Jones Beach, Freeport, New York. Seaman Zachary Hastings, Coast Guard Quarter Bluebell, Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
Seaman Noah DeGrief, Culinary Specialist A School, Petaluma, California. Seaman Alisa Matiba, Station Destin, Florida.
I wish this was in person. If it was in person, we'd get
Seaman Apprentice Ethan Wilder, Coast Guard Quarter Greenbeer, Natchez, Mississippi. Seaman Andrew Bolin, Station Grand Haven, Michigan.
I'm going to take a picture of him when he comes out.
Fireman Brandon Tusi, Station Duluth, Minnesota. Seaman Apprentice Josiel Martinez, Operation Specialist A School, Petaluma, California.
I'm recording
Seaman
this, you can watch
Anthony Hayes, Coast Guard Quarter Biscayne Bay, St. Ignace, Michigan. Fireman Apprentice Hunter Nash, Coast Guard Quarter Decisive, Pensacola, Florida. Seaman Apprentice Logan Schoenrock, Coast Guard Quarter Tiger Shark, Freeport, Texas. Seaman Apprentice Brandon Johnson, Coast Guard Quarter Valiant, Mayport, Florida. Seaman Grace Gelbach, Station Grand Isle, Louisiana. Fireman Hunter Berry, Station Indian River Inlet, Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Seaman Brady Ashmit, Station Nia Bay, Washington. Seaman Connor Campbell, H2 Navigation Team, Two Rivers, Wisconsin.
The dude's tall.
The last 8 graduates to receive their graduation certificate are individual award winners. These graduates will be recognized for their outstanding
That's Nathan
performance
right
in
at the
recruit
end.
training.
Last one, I think.
Sponsored by the city of Cape May, a company commander challenge coin was presented to the graduate who has shown the most improvements in all areas of physical fitness. The most improved physical fitness award winner for Yankee-198 is Fireman Justin White, Coast Guard Station Humboldt Bay, Samoa, California.
I think it's the last one. I'm going to call it.
The graduate who showed the highest level of physical fitness during training received a certificate, given in memory of Jab Campbell,
Tegan says the same
former
last one.
president of the Coast Guard Combat Veterans Association and Gunners Mate during DE Day. The physical fitness award winner for Yankee-198 is Seaman Timothy Shue, Coast Guard Corps Thetis, Key West, Florida. A certificate and a challenge coin was presented on behalf of the United States Marine Corps League to the graduate who has demonstrated the highest level of proficiency in executing the Medal of Arms. The Medal of Arms award winner for Yankee-198 is Seaman Luke Slosar, Coast Guard Corps Hamilton, North Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh man, I'm welling up. Forget your nana, but
The
she's
Yeoman
crying her
Award
eyes
is
out.
presented to the graduate who best supported the regimental training plan and received a certificate and enlisted Memorial Foundation challenge coin, given in memory of Lieutenant Commander Charlie Go, a policy writer, author, and a 1979 graduate of Coast Guard basic training who dedicated his entire professional career to the enlisted workforce. The Yeoman Award winner is also the Leadership Award winner. On behalf of the K-May Chief Association, a certificate and challenge coin was presented to the recruit, selected by the company commanders who demonstrated the greatest leadership influence during training. The Yeoman and Leadership Award winner for Yankee-198 is Seaman Andres Morales, Coast Guard Station Cape May, New Jersey. A certificate and a Marlin spike knife was presented on behalf of the Coast Guard Auxiliary to the graduate who achieved the highest overall average during the seamanship phase of training. The Seamanship Award winner for Yankee-198 is Seaman Reed Carlson, Coast Guard Corps Polar Star, Seattle, Washington.
Oh, he's going to Polar Star as well. That's where Nate's going.
Given on behalf of the Fleet Reserve Association, a certificate is presented to the graduate who has the highest overall academic average. The academic award winner for Yankee-198 is Fireman Jackson Lewitt, Coast Guard Corps Leger, Portsmouth, Virginia.
He was the last one of his unit.
That's because he's honor graduate.
The Best Shipmate Award was presented on behalf of the Coast Guard Enlisted Association to the person selected by the members of their company who has been the most helpful during training. The Best Shipmate Award winner for Yankee-198 is Seaman Tyler Malone, Coast Guard Station Bellingham, Washington. On behalf of the Navy League, a plaque was presented up to the graduate who has the highest final overall standing. This graduate has earned the title of Honor Graduate and is authorized to wear the Coast Guard Honor Graduate ribbon. The Honor Graduate for Yankee-198 is Seaman Nathan Litten, Coast Guard Corps Polar Star, Seattle, Washington.
Look at him. He's smiling. That's great. That's so great. He must feel super proud. Totally changed for life.
Oh, yeah. Take a very good picture. I'll snaffle a screenshot of the video. Try and stick it on Instagram if you didn't get a good picture.
Company commanders, I have a company attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, those are the graduates of Yankee-198.
Well done, fellas. Well, lady and fellas.
Graduates,
There's
this is
some
your
very
final
small
muster
dad
as a Yankee
tears there.
Company. When you are dismissed, your company will be disbanded forever. You'll become working members of the Coast Guard family, assigned around the world. You've been trained and challenged by the best the service has to offer. Your training has taught you that the Coast Guard's three core values of honor, respect, and devotion to duty should guide your performance, conduct, and decisions every minute of every day. We wish you great success and hope that your lives and careers are blessed with fair winds and following seas. Post the company guidon. Strike the company flag. Chief Frazier,
See in the background
disband
there,
the
they'll
graduating
take the flag
company.
down. That's it. Yankee-198 is no more. Their platoon is now gone and they're now full-time Coast Guard. It was the honor graduate. There's only one every platoon. How excellent. I think that's it. Well,